Hey, Bethel Grove family. Happy Thursday to you. I trust you're doing well as fall begins to take a hold. It is beautiful to see the leaves changing, and we know that it's a great time of the year, but just a foretaste, a nod to things to come. So I do pray that you'll be able to be out and enjoy some of the sunshine. I just want to give a quick little encouraging word to you today and then share a number of announcements with you. And that word comes out of the book of Ephesians chapter 4, verse 29. One simple verse, I think a verse that has a lot of important things to say to us and to encourage us, particularly in the season we find ourselves in. Verse 29 of chapter 4, Ephesians reads this way: "Do not let any unwholesome talk come out of your mouths, but only what is helpful for building others up, according to their needs, that it may benefit those who listen." Now, it's easy for us to think that maybe, I don't say harsh things, harsh words don't come out of my mouth, and that's great. I praise God for that. Sometimes I think we misunderstand that this also has to do with how we write, how we type, how we text, how we tweet, how we post. Obviously, those things weren't around when Paul was writing the book of Ephesians, but they are clearly a way that we communicate in this day and age. And so, as the election draws near, as things continue to unfold in a variety of ways that are easy for us to fall into, speaking our minds and feeling like we need to share important things or things that we think are important with the general public on various social media. And I would just encourage you to ask yourself, is this a benefit to those who are listening or reading it? Is this building them up? Or is this just an opportunity for you to share your mind and to speak your piece and to let everyone know where you stand? And I would say that sometimes maybe that's not inappropriate, but I often see that in most of these contexts, when these things are kind of shared, they are changing nobody's mind. They are doing nothing other than either to get amens, so to speak, from those who agree, and bitterness from those who disagree. And so I just want to encourage you, think 2 or 3 times, pray before you tweet or post or text or write an email. Just pray, Lord, is this something that is going to build the listener or the reader up? All right. I think if we do that, we find ourselves separate, holy, if you will, brought out from the world, because the world isn't doing that. The world is seeing these areas of social media platforms in particular as just an opportunity to say whatever they feel like saying. We answer as followers of Christ to a higher calling. So I want to encourage you to think about that this week and in the weeks to come, particularly over the next month or so. Just a few announcements for you. First of all, this Sunday we are at one service. So we'll go back to one service at 11 a.m. I realize that for some, I have heard that they wish it would be earlier, and I just want to tell you this is the rationale for that. 2 reasons primarily. The first one is that the 11 o'clock hour is what we've been streaming at for this whole time. So for those many who are streaming who aren't regular attenders of Bethel Grove, actually people who are living all over the world in some cases, 11 a.m. is what they have become used to over the past 7 months. And so we just feel it's appropriate to keep it at that time instead of changing that. And also it allows the worship team to get there in the morning and to do some rehearsal and get ready at an appropriate time. We do ask a lot of them, and so this is just something that allows them a little more freedom and a little more, a slower pace on Sunday morning to be able to do what they do. So I appreciate your grace in that. I realize that typically over the years when we've gone to one service, it's been at 10. This is the reason why. Perhaps at some point when things get back to more normal, we will go back to at 10 o'clock. So anyways, this Sunday, 11 a.m., be sure to go online and reserve your seat. and you'll be able to see all of that information at the BG website. Also, Kingdom Kids opens this week. I'm not going to get into a lot of detail about that. If you have kids in the Kingdom Kids ministry, then you will have received information about that. If not, feel free to call or email the church office or Amy Bach or Rachel Thompson, and you will get all the information that you need. But we're excited about that opening up, and pray that for those of you with families with kids, that if that's one of the reasons you haven't been able to come back, that hopefully that will be something that makes it possible for you to return back to church. Quarterly meeting on October 25th, just putting that out there, letting you know it'll be probably a 6 to 8 thing in the evening, both Zoom and or in person, depending on which you are comfortable with, but you'll get more information. Just put that on your calendar. Also coming up October 17th, I mentioned this on Sunday. Ladies, Bethel Grove, you're invited to a corn maze event, the Stoughton Farms out in the Newark Valley area, and you can go on our webpage, bg.org, and you will find all the information there towards the bottom where it says what's happening, what's going on, the announcements and such. So find that there. Regular youth group starts this week, and so if you are a student or you have your parent with teenage students, middle school and high school, then you should look at bgyouth.org and get all the information there, or contact Pastor Jeff. Finally, adult education is kicking into gear. Our Galatians book study started a couple of weeks ago, but you can certainly jump in anytime you would like. And then the Be the Bridge book study will start this Sunday. Both of those are at 9 a.m. and they are via Zoom. And so you can easily watch those before either coming to church or watching the service at 11. You can go on the website in the Adult Ed section and find more information about that. So those are our announcements for now. A lot of things happening as we kind of turn the corner here, but we're excited for what God is going to do. We look forward to seeing you in service. And I want to encourage you, if you're sort of on the fence, come on back. Come and join us on a Sunday morning. We are making it about as safe as we possibly can. I think if you're a little concerned about that, you don't have to be. I recognize that still some folks are dealing with health concerns, and that's fine, perfectly fine. But if you're just unsure, why don't you come back and just check it out? You can always say, I'm not sure if I'm comfortable with the setup, and that's fine. But I encourage you to join us this week, 11 a.m. All right, enjoy the rest of your week. Have a great weekend. Lord bless you as you seek for ways to encourage and lift one another up with how you speak and how you write, how you text, and how you tweet. All right, Lord bless you.